Hello, yes, back online, and we've gotten through the fort after paying our way in, and this is inside the fort of San Pedro. Yeah, and if we go over here, we're able to see a very old cannon that's here, and as I said, it was, oh gee, it's badly rusted, as you can see. I'm just trying to see if there's some write-up about it, about the actual cannon, but there doesn't seem to be. Yeah, but the fort itself, yeah, it's not that big actually, but it does. Two sides face the sea, and one side the inland, and there is a lot of old buildings, of course, which is good. I'd love to see inside them, maybe later when we can get oh, hang on, we've got some steps up here. We've got some steps here, so I should be able to get a bit of a closer view of what's happening here in the fort, and to get an idea if we can actually walk along the walkways along here at the top of the fort. Yeah, so here I am here. I'm actually walking along the top of the where the soldiers used to gather, if they were ever invaded, that is, in those years gone by. There's a lookout tower over there, and I'll just get a quick look here, and there's the gun emplacement. Yeah, so now these are the gun emplacements. Yep, as I said, two sides face the sea and one side the land, and yeah, so they had quite a few cannon here if they were ever invaded, which the Spanish, of course, had their enemies as well. And this here is a lookout tower to keep an eye, a watchtower to keep an eye on things here in that time, that period, just in case of invasion. The history of the Spanish does go back a fair way, because they were explorers. They pushed the Catholic religion on cultures that could not understand it, and of course the Spanish tried to push that religion onto cultures, and the cultures rebelled against it, of course, because they had their own way of life. And the Spanish were very cruel in the way they treated people of different cultures that would not submit to the Catholic religion, and it did cause a lot of trouble and conflict between them. The Aztecs are a perfect example. The Spanish more or less wiped them out in years gone by, and yeah, and it just proves what man does do, in what man can do in the name of God, so to speak. Yeah, to actually push their religion on different cultures. Here we've got gun emplacements here again. Yeah, and people everywhere relaxing, looking. Another watchtower there, and we've got gun emplacements here. all around. See here? Yep. And the fort itself, as I said, is not a big fort by any means. It had gun emplacements, and of course it had the multitude of their soldiers here, and these are part of the emplacements they had to actually did the and that's just inside of a powder where they used to keep their gunpowder rooms, keep it dry, for the next attack if they needed it. So San Pedro, as I said, it goes back to the 15th century, and it when you look at it, that's a long period. The Philippines having the history like that is so good to actually have scriptures and documents explaining that period and gone by, and more gun emplacements all the way around the fort, watchtower, and more gun emplacements. And you can actually, and that shows you the size of the fort, because I've walked around here and it's, as I said, not a big fort, but it done its job back then to stop invasion if it came, and it always used to come from the sea, or on land with the different tribes and cultures that didn't want the Spanish here. They were the ones who they were fighting. I don't know who they had to worry about in the Philippines. It was more the Aztec religion rather than any other cultures, I think. But as I said, the Spanish nearly wiped them out. That's how bad, as I said, they pushed their religion, and cultures couldn't stand it, so they rebelled, and that's what happened with a lot of the situations of tribal warfare back then, especially with the Spanish. But here we are, here, and we've got ourselves a little gathering here of people. Looks like they're set up here for some sort of historic play, and there's a lot of things always happening here in the Philippines. As I said, we're over here at Cebu City, and we're thoroughly enjoying it, so to speak. The different things, different history of the Philippines. It's very interesting to think that you've got people here that enjoy that sort of thing, and I know I do. Always have done. Enjoyed the history. But that was about it. That's taken you around the whole fort. As I said, it's not a big fort by any means, and it looks as though it was just covered by three sides, two facing the sea and one the land. So, and here I have ladies, two lovely ladies here, there's a lovely escort who escorted us around, showing us where we're going and what we're doing. And of course, you all know this lovely lady from the last time, which was fantastic. Yeah, and all right, I'll sign off now, and I'll catch you back soon.